I would like to look into some of the key issues around European research innovation policy and also circular economy. The reason is I will look into the whole agenda on what we do and the European policy and look into some of the best practices, especially some of the examples from Asia. Our companies, I co-founded this company. We focus on 3 areas: climate change, clean business, and also the clean tech area. I work a couple issues around low carbon city, especially US-China low carbon city initiative. Right now, I sit on the European Horizon 2020, which is the biggest research and innovation budget in the world, to look into how to help Europe become more competitive. So I sit on two advisory board on Horizon 2020. One is called Industrial Leadership, and one is the international cooperation. I will back on those issues, why that's important to the circular economy we are talking here. So if we look into the whole area on European strategy, since the 2010, Commission really tried to focus on strategy for smart, sustainable, and inclusive growth. So this inclusive growth is very important, because if you don't have the people cover all of the societies, you are fail the society. So they want to bring the community and people together. And the other things that is also, there's a quite big drive, and also the things from the global demand on green technology. So they are focused on how Europe can become more competitive, looking to the green technology and green product service area. So we are looking for the 1.1 trillion in 2020, and then the whole global market is 2 trillion. So how Europe can tap into this big demand globally? So we put the whole European strategies into the context. You look into the Horizon 2020 is part of the competitiveness, although smart and inclusive. So they put all of the budget and try to integrate coherent policy into all of the green agenda. So you look into 45% into have a climate change, also sustainable emphasis on all of the policy. And one of the area I'm looking on is how you can connect your society challenge, industrial leadership, and also combine with excellent science. So the area I work on is the industrial leadership. So let's look into like new type of material, nanotechnology, and also advanced manufacture, advanced material, how that can help the things that Martin is talking about, the circular economy, or for green growth can happen on the policy level. So one of the issues, I will try to drill down to one of the key areas we are talking about today on circular economy. There's a couple of challenges into the society. Is we're facing in Europe, we're facing the environmental challenge pressures, from the resource to the water to energy, all of the issues we are facing. We also look into the resource scarcity, because a majority of the resource from Europe is export from Africa, from Asia, all over the world. We have the really fundamental challenge on how we the only really powerful resource Europe has is a history, innovation, and the people. So how you can focus on the people to drive those changes is what they are talking about in the Commission's level. And one current note is talking about, and also other things that is talking about reindustrialize Europe. The Europeans talking about if we want to create a job, and they want to look into the bring back the manufacture. But we also have the climate change challenge, because in the past probably 20 years, Europe already successfully decluttering the growth with CO2 emissions. So and the next challenge, if you want to bring back manufacture, if potentially you will bring back your CO2 emission, carbon emission, and how you can balance between create a job, create the manufacture job especially, and at the same time you can reduce your CO2 and carbon emission. So and also this is quite of a key discussion in the Commission's level. So we look into the whole Europeans, the 2020 strategy. There's a couple things already been discussed. Is a new industry revolution 4.0, and we talking about circular economy, and we talk about bio-based economy, how you can use the nature material to create the new material which won't harm the environmental economy, and also how you create rather than the specific innovation or idea, and you have a systemic innovations into the city and the policy and also countries level and region. And then you look into the how we're greening the cities. So for example, if you want to solve the problem on the climate change, they currently have a big discussion in the European is how we focus on the big challenge, air pollution, how we create from the policy, new material, new research, or also transportation system to tackle with one single problem, air pollution. That's also linked to the health. So we look into the flagship initiative in Commission is to look into the resource efficiency of Europe. So directly start to focus on the circular economy in probably this year, and that is key things for the European discussions. How we can rethink and also improve our socio-economic system through circular economy. So, and also new business strategy around that. That is the whole things on circular economy. Martin already discussed. I just quick go through. So, circular economy is about changing. It's from the incremental innovation to transformation innovation, individual to system, product to product service, consumer to user, and then you from ownership to the sharing, from waste to resource, and the mass production to customer. And then also circular economy is also about impact. So you look into the Commission is looking to use this as a driving force to create a job. So for example, Netherlands is looking to 54,000 new jobs we create through the circular economy initiative. UK is looking to 50,000 new jobs. That is only from the remanufacture sector. If you look in the whole grassroots innovation, the number will be much higher. And on European level, they are looking to, will probably count to the almost 4% of GDP in the next couple of years around this agenda. And then you look into 200 billion, the world's economy. So it's not talking about just the ideas, real numbers, real innovation will come from this sector. So they are looking to all of the numbers we are talking about, new growth, new job, and you were talking about 600 billions, and reduce, at the same time, reduce the total greenhouse emissions, and also create 30% by 2020 on the resource efficiency. So currently already has a lot of projects going on in Europe, and one of the SMILE projects in Netherlands. And so we look into the Commission also, Europeans want to also have the big engagement with stakeholder, the people like the people's here and all of the policy, big business as well. So that is the coming call from next 2 years or just coming out. The focus on probably like 220 million was project want to focus on the new circular economy strategy. So the coming from the this October, the call is a call for probably first round in next March. So all of the people's organization, business, university, all start to work on how you create a consortium to focus on this area on circular economy. Circular economy also about the new skills. So we work very hard to put it into the industry strategies, but we also look into how you actually upgrade peoples, because when you talk about the whole skill set, we need to have a new type of people who understand from the product design, production, manufacture, and to end up of life. You need to have the new manufacture system and the new people skill to actually to make things happen in the mega scale. So I probably won't have a time to go to a detail, but basically you look in the whole value chain of the manufacture system has to be changes. You have the different type of the network to create an OEM, ODM. In the past, all of the production line, you outsource into Asia, to Taiwan, to China, to India, Southeast Asia. Right now, that value chain has to be changed through the remanufacture or reindustrialization strategy is in Europe. So you look into the whole different loop, customer loop into your new industry manufacture process. And if you look into the key things is people, is upper front. How you can have a better knowledge to cope with people who understand the whole circular economy, also Industry 4.0, how people can work with robot, with automatic factory, how you can actually generate a job rather than robots can take off your job. So that's a key discussion on the policy debate has to be engaged with people and workers. If people cannot work in a certain area anymore, where's the job goes? And how you can create a new skill for those people, they are going to losing the job. So all of the learning system has to be, to look into the new set of the skills. So I will want to spend most of my time to talk about real world, real economy, real cases on different part of the world on the circular economy. I work on this project with Nike. So you look into Nike is a global brand to have the shoes and the material. Right now I look into the whole area, how you recycle your shoes. So they have already the front end of the business. They're doing that through so-called Nike grant. So you grant, they take all of your shoes back and then become to new. For example, your floor here might be Nike grant backing. So we go around the world to find the new research about material and also how you actually go through the process to actually make new product in the industry scale. So we are talking about the millions, billions of shoes recycled back to flooring, back to the material of the roofing, and all sorts of different appliances. And then some of the different type of industry sector. It's just outside of your imagination. Why Nikes were involved to the certain business they never think about they are going to involve. So that's very interesting. For example, the other things is they are also looking to already use PET from the West PET bottles. That is from the Taiwan, where I am from. Taiwan's the people from the religious group, they collect all of those West PET bottles. They make a new yarn, and then they make the new clothes for Nike. So they are all of the superstar footballer wear their Nike PET new shorts, in the opening of the World Cup last year in Brazil. So become a global, quite big discussion about how you actually can make your waste product sexy and become mainstream popularity through this project. Another project I involved is Apple. Apple has quite some of the probably bad reputation on they create a new type of products and then create a need of people want of their products. And then they are talking about how, and then Martin is talking about fixing. They are the products really don't want people can fix it. So they have a challenge from the community and all NGOs. They can't fix their Apple product because it's closed system. But they're looking to the different route. They are talking about through the take out all of the Apple product direct into the material. So that is we went to China. One of the e-waste recycle products company CEO in the meeting they bring this green the gold, pure gold iPhone to show them, to show Apple's people. Say that's all from the Apple's the e-waste. So currently, you look in the whole global Apple products, they probably consume 1/3 of gold and a lot of different type of material. But if they can extract all of their waste products into the raw material and back to a product, that's a lot real money material. So we are talking about billions, multitudes out of those e-waste. So the big giant company all start to look into how to get their materials back. Japan already done so-called circular economy for probably a couple of decades. They are leading edge countries on the circular economy. One of the companies that is already happened 10, 20 years, Japan's Sekisui chemical company, they already started the whole system called reusing system house. A lot of things we talk about module house, but they are not only talk about module the house. They bring back your module house and go to the manufacturer, checking all of the things, see what kind of the products they can reuse, and also put the new type of the housing system back to the market and sell the same price as the new house. They can reduce like 80% of the construction waste in the landfill. So they are already have the big scale to reuse their housing system. Another example, I don't know who is any university student here, because this is one of the very excited examples. One of the startup the company the founder is called Arthur K. 18 months ago, he's an architecture student in the UCL, and then he had an assignment to try to find out how he can design the system without the waste in a sustainable city. And then he found the utterly disgusting. In London alone, have like 200,000 tons of coffee waste. And then he just come out with the idea. So he want to solve the problem. He do a bit research. He put 3 individual technology together, and then recycle collect the waste, get some seed funding from London, and then kick up a start, and then become a very successful company now. Is a win award for the London Waste Management Award. Got the report from the global media, and then one of his things, if you can, he says that he just recycle all of the 1 ton of the coffee waste, actually reduce 6.8 ton of CO2. The biofuel he create from the waste coffee can drive to Beijing, from London to Beijing and back So we are talking about you can start from small idea and you want to create something different. You can create some buzzword for the youth as well. And one for example in Taiwan where they start from repair cafe and then they look into moving into the city area. So for example, they are using all repair skills people. They create a new type of the industry, tourist industry, to look into new old craftsmen. They can repair your old tools. At the same time, you bring the tourists to look into your creativity street. And then the other things that happen is from first repair cafe in Taipei, they look into repair the city. We have a lot of the rundown inner city, like many cities, probably in Dublin as well. How you create the project can link with your repair cafe space to your urban regeneration station and create a new type of the inner city urban regeneration project. And other things is people start looking from sharing skill to sharing your space. So certain things, if you want to share a lot of people, they have all the empty space, and the NGO or community company, they need the space. So you create a project to share the space. So it's partially the part of the circular economy called shared economy. And then the new business model out from the repair cafe. And so people use their skill, like all other places, a lot of textile industry cannot compete with new cheap, the clothes from China or Southeast Asia. They start to create the new type of skill and they open a new workshop for people who want to make their own clothes. And then they open all of their store to actually can make your own from your repair to make your own clothes. So that's my final discussion is we have so many ideas and a big policy, and it's really we want to share those concepts and ideas to make a scale and then really bring this change in a very quick and way. Thanks.